Hello everyone, I'm Amod and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video tutorial, I have covered to capture a screenshot in Playwright, and for that we used Playwright configuration. So using that configuration, we can ask Playwright to capture a screenshot when a test fails or at the end of the test irrespective of the status, whether it is pass or fail. So basically, Playwright provides a property called screenshot for which we can set the value as on or off or only on failure. So when we set the value as on, then Playwright will capture the screenshot at the end of the test and it will be attached to the report. But if you set the value as only on failure, then Playwright will capture a screenshot if the test fails and that screenshot will be attached to the report. But as I have mentioned previously that screenshot plays a crucial role. For example, some information or a field is appearing on UI and you might need to show in the report that field or information was appearing on the UI. So you might need to capture a screenshot and attach in the report so that anyone can look into that and understand. So basically, there should be a way so that you can capture a screenshot at any stage of the test. It is not always at the last. So Playwright provides a way to capture a screenshot at any stage apart from the configuration. So we are going to learn in this video to capture a screenshot whenever you want. So Playwright provides a method called a screenshot and it may accept an object with different properties. For example, if you scroll down, we have many properties but mostly we use 3 and 4. So the first important one is the full page. If the web page is scrollable, that means when you scroll, more content will be loaded and you want to capture the full page screenshot, then you can send this property as true. By default, it captures only the viewport, means whatever we see currently on the screen. Then another one we have path. This property is used to provide the path and name to the screenshot. That means when this method will be called, a screenshot will be captured and if you provide the name, it will use that name to save that screenshot. Then you can pass the quality also between 0 to 100. And if you want in JPG, then you can use this type property. Default is PNG. You can refer other options as well, but most of the time we'll be using the limited ones. Now let's see the examples. So I have the basic test ready and I'm loading Google News and I have simple assertion of title. Now I want to capture a screenshot explicitly here. So for that I need to use await. In the page reference we have method screenshot and here I'm going to use option and the first key I will pass path and I can give the name maybe news image dot png. That's all. Before I run this test, I want to bring one important point from the previous video. So when we configure the screenshot property in the Playwright configuration file, then Playwright captures the screenshot and keep it in the predefined folders. And to generate the report, that screenshot will be kept in the data folder so that it can be embedded in the report. If we pass any custom folder, then also report folder will have the proper report with the screenshots. Already I have explained these concepts in my previous video. Now, if you run this test, it is going to capture the screenshot. So we need to see where it stores this captured screenshot. So let me quickly run this test. So we can see Google News has been loaded and if you go to VS Code, execution is over and if you go to your project, so we have predefined folders like test dash results but it's empty. And if you go to Playwright test report, here also we have index.html but no data folder where we will have the screenshots. So where is this captured screenshot? So if you go to root of your project, then you can see one PNG file here, which has the same name, whatever you have given in the screenshot method. So since we haven't passed any directory, so it captured the screenshot and stored within the root of your project. If you click on this PNG file, you can see the screenshot properly. So if you want to store the screenshot in a specific folder, then you can pass the relative path here, maybe screenshot. So as of now, we don't have any folder in my project called screenshot. So when we run this test again, it will create a folder screenshot, and in that folder, this captured screenshot with this name will be stored. So let me run quickly and show you. So left hand side you can see a screenshot directory has been created and we have one PNG file here. But in the report we don't have any image folder, and if you open this index.html in a browser and go to test, so here we just see the steps, we don't see the screenshot. So if we capture a screenshot explicitly, Playwright is not going to attach into the report. We need to do that explicitly as well. That I will cover in some time. But now you understand how to capture the screenshot and store in a specific folder. Now, in Google News, if you scroll, it will show you more content and you want to capture the full page screenshot. But as of now, it is only capturing the viewport. That means whatever we currently see on the screen. So, to capture the full page, we have another property called full page and we need to pass true. Let me rerun this test and see if it captures the full page or not. So test is passed, and if you open this image, you can see it tried to capture the full page, but content was still loading. So basically Playwright waits for web page till the status is load, but content was still loading. So we have multiple ways for waiting till the page is loaded. But as of now, I am going to simply put a timeout of 5 seconds. So await page dot wait for timeout and I'll pass 5 seconds. So within 5 seconds, whole page will be loaded, and when you capture the full page screenshot, it should be proper. So the execution is done, and if you open this image again, you will see the proper full page screenshot. I hope it's clear. Most of the time, we'll be using path and full page properties. You can try other properties as well. Now the major problem, whatever screenshot we are capturing, it is not attached to the report. What to do then? So basically, after capturing the screenshot, we need to explicitly add to the report. And to do that, we need to call another method. So use await, and this time I need to use this test reference. So test, we have one method info and the method attach. So using this attach method, we can attach any file to the current test in the report. So here in the attach method, first parameter you need to give the name. Any name you can give, maybe news page. And then you need to pass an object with the values. So here again we have 2 points. First point, if you want to attach already saved screenshot. That means we have already capture the screenshot with the name news image.png and you want to attach the same image to the report, then you need to pass a property called path, and here you need to pass the path of your screenshot to be attached. That's all. Let's run it quickly and see what happens this time. So the execution is over, and if you go to your project, then this time you can see the data folder, and within the data folder we have one PNG file. And if you click on this, you will see the Google News screenshot. Let me open this index.html in a browser. Go to the test. We have the steps, and if you scroll down, we can see a screenshot as well. And it is a full page screenshot, whatever we have captured. If you scroll all the way down, then you see the name whatever we have given in the attach method. If you click on this, you will see it is opening the full page screenshot in a tab. So I hope this is very clear. Now, suppose you don't have saved screenshot, or you want to capture the screenshot and attach to the report without saving it. So for that, what you can do, I'm going to duplicate these lines and comment the old ones. So when we capture the screenshot, I'm not going to pass this path, just the one property full page, or you can skip that as well. It's up to you. And when you call this method, we know that it is going to return the buffer with the captured screenshot. And since we're not passing the path property, it is not going to be stored anywhere. So this buffer I'm going to store in a variable, maybe ss buffer. And I can directly use this buffer in the attach method. But this time instead of path, I need to pass the body. And value to this body will be this buffer. And it is good to pass content type as well, so that Playwright can understand what kind of file you are passing. So I'm passing a PNG file. So content type for a PNG file will be image/PNG. That's all. So before I run this test, I'm going to empty or delete this screenshot folder, and even I will delete this Playwright report folder. Let me run this test quickly. So this time you can see execution is over and we don't have any screenshot folder. But if you go to Playwright report folder, we have the data, we have an image, and if you open this index.html in a browser, go to steps, you will see the screenshot attached, which is again a full page, and we have the name given in the attach method. So the latter approach is good if you don't want to save the screenshot somewhere else and then attach to the report. So that's all in this video tutorial. If you have any doubt, please comment on this video. If you really like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe and share with others. Thank you everyone.